What's going on, all you secret agent man? Secret? Hey, it's your two favorite wild uncles back here for Cinephellas. I am Logan Myers. It's my good mate over there.
And I'm Henry Argylle. And tonight we're talking about the brand new Matthew Vaughn directed espionage film. It's just came out over this past weekend. Didn't do too well at the box office, but had a huge budget and has a huge cast there, led in the poster behind Logan by Henry Cavill, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Sam Rockwell. We're talking about Matthew Vaughn's Argylle.
It's time for you to meet the real Agent Argylle. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And that's right, Uncle Matthew Vaughn is back. You may be familiar with his work, Kingsman. He did X-Men First Class, and he did Kick-Ass, a bunch of other movies. Huge fan of his work and him directing this brand new film. We're in for a treat with this cast, this ensemble behind us. A lot of these actors he's worked with in past films, but it's a really interesting setup with basically focus on Bryce Dallas Howard's character as an author, essentially writes espionage novels about the secret agent and the spy syndicate that's after them, and then real life events kind of start mirroring her, books, and which sets up the beginning part where we meet Sam Rockwell's character.
Yeah, they're on a train, and Sam Rockwell's character comes up to Ellie Conway on the train. All this action starts unfolding, and she finds out he's a secret agent, and it kind of sets off the chain of events throughout the whole film. The film starts out with a big action set piece with John Cena involved and Henry Cavill's Argylle, Agent Argylle, who are the main focus of Ellie's books. Henry Cavill with the signature haircut there and everything that we've seen from all the marketing. He's the secret agent in the book series. So you get a pretty cool action set piece in the beginning, a chase and what happens, there with Henry Cavill's character and John Cena's characters being involved and, being spies, having all this crazy stuff happen and try to save each other's lives and get out of there. And there's, the CGI right away is what I noticed. First, it just gets a little over the top for this movie. It was a lot of CGI there that just looked really bad to me. That's what I noticed right away, like a cars on top of buildings. It's just over the top ridiculousness. So that's one thing that I did notice first off with this. Matthew Vaughn's, his movies are known for the bombastic action and all that. Whereas in the Kingsman, he used CGI, but it wasn't like just blatantly over the top. And this opening scene really looked bad with the car on top of the buildings.
Yeah, and pretty much the first act, it does look pretty spotty there with the visual effects. Not as good as his other films are practical, or maybe just didn't, it's not as polished. But it really sets up, as you were saying, a lot of characters in this beginning with John Cena having a smaller part in the film. And of course, focus being on Argylle himself, Henry Cavill behind me with a nice little flat top haircut, all suave looking like you'd see in a spy espionage film. And of course, all the characters that they introduce and show up along the way, of course, Catherine O'Hara, Bryan Cranston, Sam Rockwell being the MVP of this movie, just from the introduction of his character. He kind of looks like a bum. He has long hair and a beard, and of course, he's a secret agent as well. He's there to, protect Ellie Conway's character. She's just an innocent author writing these books about Argylle, but it's definitely more than she thinks and remembers. Dive into that in the second and third act, more of Ellie's character and what that's all about.
There could be a drinking game made from all the twists in this movie. If you drank every time there was a plot twist, it's just one twist after the other. You really can't see what's coming ever. You don't know what's going to happen next. And, us saying more about the plot at this point, we'd be giving things away. But let's just say that there's no way anybody would be able to predict what happens in this movie by the time the ends. There's just so many different twists along the way. You think one character is one way and they totally flip the script, change everything. And, it's a fun movie. I'll say that. It's not perfect by any means. The CGI looked bad to me in a couple areas, but with Sam Rockwell, him on screen, having a lot of fun playing this character, seeing him with the long hair looking like a bum at first, and then, all the way to the end of the film where he actually looks like Henry Cavill's Argylle there. He plays it all in this movie. The action's cool. It's fun. The dialogue's sharp, and it feels energetic and fast paced. It's a fun time, any more I can say about it, I'd give away details. I'm not going to do that. The cast is great overall. I don't know. Bryce Dallas Howard, for me, kind of, that's the one role that I could see somebody else taking up. I don't know. Wasn't clicking for me with her and Sam Rockwell too. Their relationship, they seem more like brother and sister than, actual people that would be interested romantically with each other, like this movie goes into. Towards the end.
Thought Bryce Dallas Howard was miscast. Should have been somebody else. Her body language didn't feel like she wanted to be in the movie. And the action scenes with her were so stiff. Like she's like, like, I don't know, it just was not believable in that aspect. And obviously a stunt double doing a lot of the action work, but scenes with her fighting was just not believable. And I like her as an actress. I like her better as a director. And yeah, I don't think this is a good role for her. The rest of the supporting cast is amazing, I thought. She did have some redeeming qualities about her. I thought some scenes towards the beginning, I thought she was pretty good. But towards when it got into the action and all that stuff, it just wasn't believable for me.
Yeah, she played the author much better than the action star by the end of the film. We'll put it that way. It was great seeing Catherine O'Hara in the cast. Hadn't really seen her in a big movie in a long time, and she came and, as always, was great. John Cena for the couple scenes he was in. He's always fun and down for whatever in the movie. Bryan Cranston playing typical Bryan Cranston here. He hams it up on screen, and we love him for it. He always does a great job. It's just a fun, energetic movie. Another word that I'd use to describe this: ridiculous. It's just the ridiculous action all over the place. It's over the top, but it is fun. With that being said, I'm going to give Matthew Vaughn's Argylle, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 Henry Cavill hair pieces.
This is a fun popcorn movie. The dialogue is quick and witty. The set pieces are beautiful. I love the costumes in this. It's a vibrant, beautiful looking movie, the way it was shot. Like you said, some of the CGI wasn't great, but second, third act, I thought got a little better. Of course, the last part of the movie, the action scenes, I'll say it has to do with some ice skates. That was just ridiculous and over the top. Everything that I loved about it was the cast behind me, the supporting cast. They brought so many different personalities into this with Matthew Vaughn as director, and I just loved the final product of this. Had a good time with this. Didn't expect it to be a great movie, which it's not. It's just a fun ride, fun popcorn movie to go check out in February at the local cinema. Sam Rockwell being my favorite character of the movie, and of course Argylle himself. Oh, what a dreamboat. That being said, I'm going to give Argylle, now playing in cinemas everywhere, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Sam Rockwell hair pieces. I love both Sams. We've got to talk about Samuel L. Jackson in this movie. Of course, he's no stranger to work with Matthew Vaughn and Kingsman. He was fantastic. Had a smaller part in this movie towards the end. Ridiculous part in France, I'll say that. And he was always fun.
Yeah, I love seeing him in this world. It was fun. Just a fun movie overall. I wish it would have worked better at the box office. I wish more people would have given it a chance. I think it got a bad word of mouth. There are some dumb things about it, but overall it's fun. And, Matthew Vaughn was trying to create another universe and possibly tie into another of his universes, we'll say, not to give anything away, but there is a post-credits scene too. So when you guys do go see this, make sure to stick around until after the credits. There's a cool little teaser at the end.
All right, interested in hearing your guys' thoughts on Argylle. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? What's your favorite Matthew Vaughn film? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out these Wild Spies on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for the latest, greatest TV movie news and reviews.
Well, that about wraps it up for us Cinefellas boys. These secret agents have to get back on the case and go find Agent Argyle's hairdresser. So until the next Cinefellas movie review, I'm Uncle Henry Argylle.
And I'm Uncle Logan Rockwell, signing out until the next movie review. Cheers!
Cheers!